Tanya Stephens said, she not go back to Sumfest. Come on, Tanya, man. We understand what I go on. But if you say you not go back to Sumfest, we not miss you. But it's the truth. We not miss Tanya Stephens. Because with Tanya Stephens, I go with so much crowd. We are go with so much people. Tanya Stephens supposed to come at Sumfest with you look at dance for them, what she have and look up. We are go with so much people, but you want band. One which band to do and you not do nothing. There are some people who just go on and just work at some show when not to be seen.
That's enough. Lego that you are bad MC, but you see Tanya Stephens, a giant round here. You know, Tanya Stephens is one of the lyricalist female artists. She and the girl named Chanel Moore, but they don't get them credit. Loud at Nuffy. Tanya Stephens a giant. She free if you carry any crowd in a Sumfest. They know some man had with a bus yesterday.
People don't understand logistics, not forgetting their conversation. Number one. An X amount of way I come. From day one, nobody have no question as to whether I'm more on that way I come. Because I take more on that away. If you present the show, it take more than that. So, from day one, we had the discussion about rooms and they said, oh, no way under the sun. We can't find another room. We compromise for reach there. They say, all right, you know what? It costs me to come there. You see, by the time I don't spend, I have to spend for rehearsal. I spend for paying everybody who work. I pay for me own a bed and Airbnb, and Sharon pay for her one, and Sharon never recoup her money. And me say you should have recoup it, so me know say me need to give her back her money, because I never fear business she had, it shouldn't cost her. Right? Me make the decision for compromise and do the show. It shouldn't cost nobody who work for me, because I not for them decision that. Right? I'm going to make the decision consciously to do it. But when we reach and somebody back after me and an man to me, that have nothing to do with what we have written on paper. That, no, just civility. That, no cost nothing. That, you don't negotiate terms. You don't negotiate terms. For manners. How does that even sound? What that sound like? Tell me how the conversation is sound. And when we reach, somebody is going to have to deal with me like a human being. How you put that in one contract? Say somebody not back after you and run you like dog. How you put in a contract say, I'm going to need to have somebody stand up on stage in case I have one wardrobe malfunction. So they can actually reach me. In case my titty fall out. And me no notice. Somebody that away in a mic and we can come and grab it and fling it on back. How does it make sense that me stand up on stage and perform and people up on the stage when I have nothing to do with me and my performance now, the technical enactment of the show, when I have nothing to do with nothing. They up on the stage with stage passes when me argue about stage pass for people who are actually technically useful to me.
Welcome to the channel. I am the Jamaican Scoop Diva. MC Nuffy recently did an interview, and in that interview he plain out, in my opinion, disrespected Miss Tanya Stephens. Now, Tanya Stephens has been very vocal as it regards to the conditions and her experiences recently while she had to perform at Sumfest. Now, she's saying that she had to foot the bill, among other things. And she's saying that she was not treated with respect. And because of these things, she will no longer, or she has decided not to even perform at Sumfest. Now, Photohype even got involved and said, correction, don't say you won't perform at Sumfest, but say you won't perform at Sumfest once Joe is in control. Now, he did say that. Now, in response to, Tanya Stephens making these complaints, etc., MC Nuffy went ahead and said that if she decides not to perform at Sumfest, she will not be missed because, in his opinion, she doesn't deserve to have her own band playing there and she doesn't deserve certain things that she was requesting. For example, she said that she requested someone to be on stage. She requested certain things that they were not granted to her, but they were given away to other persons freely and unnecessarily. And it is unfair. It is really unfair. Why MC Nuffy has been so, I want to say rude, because it comes off as rude, because you have to remember, where credit is due, you must give it. And Tanya Stephens is a heavyweight in the reggae industry, in Jamaican music. She's not a lightweight, and she's not a pian artist. You know, she's a respectable, successful artist. And as Jongo Dongo said, that she's one of the most lyrical artists. It's just that she's not enough person, and she doesn't do too much of select music, and she stays in her lane. You know, she's not someone who does the most. But Nuffy needs to go and do his research, and as somebody who has been in dancehall for many decades, maybe, he needs to take a chill pill, in my opinion. But you know, you can't really fight him for his opinion. Maybe he's speaking for himself. Maybe that's his opinion. I don't know if he's necessarily reflecting the opinion of the masses. But let me know what you think in the comment section below.
Because the only way you can eat food right now, unless you can tour. So here we go now. Here we go now. The twilight years coming. The twilight years coming, and no found an go want hear this, you know. Because when I go burn me out. The twilight years coming, you know. Yes, when you pull elastic band and you're not tight back, you must go broke. Once you pull elastic band and not tight back, you must broke. Somebody teach me that. The twilight years coming for some artists when some are going to get sick and can't pay hospital bill. And them are going to be too ashamed to come tell you, because when they didn't know, so them are make a whole heap of money. Pride, I go kill them. Because them now can't put up no GoFundMe, because when I go laugh off of them, and then pride, I kill them. So them are go sick. And them are go hospital. And some of them are go dead. And left the hospital bill. But here's the problem with that. They may not be able to get the death certificate. They may not be able to get the death certificate, you know. And then family may not be able to pay for it, so you will go on. And hold up the burial, I go hold up, you know. And they say they go fund me, I go come in, you know, the family, I go ball out and say, yo, we are going to help you bury them. I remember a statement Babsy Grange made at Frankie Paul's funeral. Babsy Grange called on the artists them to, you know, be more hands-on with their you know, expenses and their, you know, resources and all them things that, and their income. She said this at Frankie Paul's funeral, I think. And a lot of people, you know, talk about these things, but it falls on deaf ears. But the twilight era coming for a lot of us. The twilight years coming. Because I remember saying, you know, the whole of we must go one day, you know. And some of us, we are packed with bag.
Interestingly, Mr. Vekas has some very sensitive words as it regards to advice that he's given to older artists or veteran dancehall artists as it regards to their finances. Now, what he is saying is that older artists should actually invest their money wisely or put their money to use and don't waste it, because there's going to be a time later on in life where you're going to need it for health reasons or for burial purposes or even to pass down to your children. So he's saying be careful of that money. And he gave quite a bit of, I want to say graphic. It's realistic, but it's also sensitive, because I do see where persons are saying, you know, if Mr. Vekas is digging a grave, he should dig too. In other words, be careful what he is saying about other artists, because the very same thing might happen to him. But he did say some of us, meaning he put himself in that bracket as well. The reality is that there are many artists that we know of. Golly Bop is a good example, where they make a lot of money and they do a lot of things to waste it, whether it might be rum, women, foolish investments, money wasting, whatsoever. And then when the end of the day comes, they're broke and they have nothing for themselves. So this is a reality. But I guess when he went ahead and he went super deep and he said something to the effect of, hospital bills and sickness is coming and DEATH is coming, etc. It sounds harsh, but I do understand his point. But not everyone will like. Some persons don't like the delivery of a message as opposed to just listening to the message. But let me know what you think in the comments.
And not them just rush case, judge case, and send man come to prison. That's Jamaica system. They don't give a fuck about us. So why we give a fuck about them?
There is a video currently circulating where it seems like Shawn Storm is basically exposing the conditions, the very harsh conditions of the prison cells in Jamaica where he's currently at. Now, Shawn Storm was convicted some years ago, for that same crime that Vybz Kartel did, and he has been in prison since. And looking at the conditions in the prison cells, first of all, they're very tight and it's all concrete. The bed is made of concrete and it's 4 persons to that very small room. I don't see any sponges. I don't see anything like a mattress. I don't know if because those cells are currently vacant, but maybe they'll put sponges or mattresses after after a prisoner goes inside the cell. But as is, it looks very rough and there's a toilet in the middle. I don't know if it's a flush thing or it's like a straight drop pit thing. I don't know if there's even water there. It's very it's giving scary, it's giving uncomfortable, I'm saying, it's giving torture chamber. But that's what it looks like. And so he's saying that he would really want to leave that place. He's saying that according to the judicial system, they only rush cases and judge cases. So sometimes, maybe he's alluding that sometimes an innocent person might be convicted of a crime that they did not commit, and that is where they go, which is very awful. It's like torture, as I mentioned before. But in reality, if you do the crime, be prepared to do the time. And this just goes to show on the flip side that for all the persons out there listening who is thinking of committing a crime, etc., think twice, because those are the conditions you'll be facing for umpteen years. So if you're not committed to or prepared to or ready to suffer like that, basically, yes, I'll say suffer, then you should just think twice, stay out of trouble way. As in regards to Shawn Storm's innocence, I couldn't speak on that. He was charged just like Vybz Kartel and they're serving their time. But people are hopeful that he would actually be released, and we will see about that. With that being said, this is the Jamaican Scoop Diva. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell and leave your comments below. Please take care of yourselves.